Hello everyone, it's Andy Glen here in Sharks TV, and I'm joined by the first player signing, the most recent player signing. Who else could it be? Club captain Struan Tonnar. Struan, how are you?
Hi Andy, how are we? We're all right.
Good. How does it feel to have signed on for another season with Sharks?
It is good. We're like, who knows? This season already is promising to be very exciting, and yeah, why wouldn't anyone want to be a part of this? So here I am.
Absolutely. Well, we'll get to this coming season in a wee while, but I'm going to I'm going to embarrass you and indulge me. You're obviously a one club man, and you love the club, and the club loves you. So it's unimaginable that we could go into this new chapter with a history maker like yourself at the helm. What an amazing season we had last year. I mean, there have been some tremendous highlights. I mean, winning everything. You had the World Championships to organise in the middle of the season as well at your work at the rink. We won it all. The Shark Slam, the whole shooting match. What was your highlight?
Just one.
Well, give me as many as you want.
Oh, I mean, it has to be. It's going to be between the night in Bellingham and Coventry. Now, the night in Bellingham that whole weekend was credit to ourselves and to Bellingham. The advert for hockey in the north of the UK, or the north of that league, really showed the fans that turned out, and their enthusiasm was unparalleled. And both rinks, they both have really good atmospheres in our rinks. They're not these big arenas that they struggle to fill. We fill these small barns that really pack a punch to play in. And it was a credit. So, I mean, that, and then to win the league and the cup on that Saturday night, sorry, it was it was, I mean, that might never happen again, these kind of things. So it won't happen for my playing career again, I don't see. So to be a part of that was great. And then to go down into Coventry and to get another win and to be sitting top of the pile come the end of April when all's said and done, it was good. It's nice to get away with the boys. We obviously travelled on the Saturday. You have a bit of a team meal and we chilled out, and those are the kind of memories you don't forget. And then of course you play the game, and then the bus home, where we'll probably not say very much about the bus home.
What happens on the bus stays on the bus. We'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. I mean, that's just 2 points. I mean, you go back, like, there's been some great games we've played in. There's been some very nice goals. It's a shame we can't see them all. Not everyone films everything, but some of the team goals we've done, some of the play we had as a team throughout the year. We dominated for spells. We were tested at moments. Don't get us wrong. Nothing was plain sailing, but it was a really exciting year, and it was a great one to be a part of.
Yeah, I think everybody will have their own highlights. There's obviously the big ones. I was kind of thinking back, just doing a wee bit of prep before I was going to chat with you, and I was thinking one of the really most enjoyable goals that I saw last year was the game when we actually got beat against Bellingham. It was a shocking call in overtime, but we were down by a goal with a minute or so to go. We had two men in the penalty box. We're 3-on-5, and you scored the goal to equalise it, to get us the point and take us to OT. And we kind of thought the fairy tale would happen then, but as I say, shocking call. I mean, only two defeats all season. I mean, how difficult is that for a team to go through?
I mean, yeah, let's. It's really difficult. Let's go back to Bellingham. I think, if I'm honest, Bellingham should be kicking themselves. I mean, I'm not as fast as I maybe once was, but to then allow us to score 5-on-3 and to tie the game, yeah, with less than 2 minutes to go, that's they should see the game out there. But it's always been the ethos we had until that final buzzer goes and there's a puck still in play. anything can happen, and nothing's over till it's over. And credit, it wasn't. We got to overtime. Yeah, I think it was a tripping call on Bentham, puts us down 4-3, and inevitably we lose it. But a point in away rink, if you're told you win 3 out of 4 in the league structure, Bellingham, you probably go, it's fair, because they've been building. So they've got a bit of a young team coming and they're starting to click. So yeah, it's not bad. And then the Whitley defeat away. Again, if somebody tells you win 3 out of 4 against Whitley and the one loss is a 2-1 loss in Whitley, most teams in our league last year are going to take that. Whitley's one of the hardest places to go, and they know how to play there. And it was just one of those things we just didn't match them as well as we should have.
Yeah, I mean, it was great, and of course you hit 400 games last season as well. So I mean, it's an immense season. It's just never to be repeated, is it?
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm honest. Personal accolades, you just kind of forget about them a wee bit. But yeah, 400, and that's most of them have been under Spud. There's a spell where we had Paul Heavey and Kevin Dockery for some of the older fans. That's when I started my senior career under them. So yeah, you do it under Martin for 90% of them. I take great respect in that, and that he's been willing to have me around for so long. And yeah, 400. It's been quick. It's been a quick 400 games.
Right. So, well, that was last season. Very successful. We go into this new challenge. What are your thoughts on the Sharks taking the next step in their history to NIHL and with new owners?
I think it's great. I think to put in a word, it's just great. I've met the owners once last week. I've heard about them from Spud, and full trust is left to them. Like, I am more than happy with the direction they want to go in. They seem like really nice guys for the small spell I've had with them, and I don't see them turning out to be anything other than that. The new league, mix their ownership in with a new league. Like I said, this year's going to be exciting. We're fans of hockey as well. We've watched your Leeds boys hitting 100-point seasons. We've watched Peterborough get their cup win, obviously with Cal going down there, and Romford making the run in the playoffs. Like, we watch these things, we keep on top of what's happening. So it's nice that we're going to get the opportunity as a club to step up to that stage. I think we're more than capable of performing, competing, and being a real product in that league. And who knows, a year, 2 years, 3 years, who knows what it looks like again. But it's exciting. I think the local boys that I've spoke to, and even some of the travelling boys I've spoke to over the last couple of days and weeks, they're exciting to go to these new rounds. It can get a bit, the North, NIHL 1 North, it can get a bit samey sometimes. It's hard to keep it fresh. Sometimes you just get players moving within. There's obviously more teams in the National League, and who knows, the year again with Basingstoke coming in, you start adding conferences in, and more boys are dropping down from the Elite League with what they're doing with the import levels, and they're seeing the level of competitive hockey that can be played at the National League. And yeah, we're buzzing to be a part of it.
Brilliant. I mean, I was kind of thinking, this will maybe sound a daft question. Do you think, well, I've heard you and Martin particularly in recent seasons say, because we're champions, we've got to be up for it every night, because every other team wants to beat us. We've got a target on our backs. And I'm kind of wondering, do you think it'll be less pressure as the new boys, and surely some of the southern teams will just underestimate us, to come in and just with that excitement, with no real expectations of winning every single week by a cricket score? Do you think there'll be less pressure on the players?
Nah. That's the beauty of this sport, is nobody wants to lose. We don't want to lose, whether we're new boys or whether you're Swindon stuff that have been in the league for years and playing good hockey. So you're going to have your leads and stuff. The top teams that are going to want to beat us because they don't want the new guys coming in. So they're playing with their pride and their confidence they've had from last year. And then you're going to have the bottom end of the table of boys and teams that didn't do as well last year as they maybe wanted to done. They're not going to want a new team coming in and taking points and results off them. They're going to want to keep us at the bottom of the pack. Then we're not keen on being there. So we're going to be going full swing every game. Teams will still come here. Our neutral zone in our rink is different. It'll take a bit of adjusting for some teams. So I think we have to capitalise on that. We have to be good at home. And then we have to take what we can on the road, play smart hockey, keep the systems, keep the structures. And at the end of the day, most of these hockey games come down to who's going to want it more. And we're going to want it.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Do you think it'll be roughly the same sort of Sharks team that Ices next season? Because obviously we don't know. You're the first signing. We don't really know what the team's going to be like. But do you think it's going to be the same core?
Yeah, there'll be the same core. There's the same core of guys that know they can play at that level. There's going to be changes. There is, whether we stayed in Div 1 last year or where we've got this chance. There's always going to be boys that move on, try different things. That's understandable. People's lives change, which is more than can be expected. So I think what we're going to keep our identity. We're going to keep, like I said, most of the core, and we're going to be that Solway Sharks that have been known in the past. We're just going to be playing higher, faster, more physical hockey.
It's one of the things I was actually going to ask you. I mean, you mentioned it there about the identity. Do you see your role as club captain? Because 3 new imports coming in, they probably won't have the first clue about Solway as such. Do you think, what's your role in making sure that our club culture, our club identity is maintained?
It's just my role is going to be keeping the standards. Like, we're a community-based club. We are here for the players and for the fans. Like, that has been the Sharks ethos for a while. It's going to be the Sharks ethos. So it's going to be these engagement events where we're friendly. Like, we meet the fans, we get to know them. We want to win as much as they want us to win, and we're as angry about the calls on the ice as the fans are as angry about the calls on the ice. Like, we're in it together. So my role is going to be keeping that connection between our existing and new players that come through the doors and with the fans. And I'd like to think that, yeah, being announced now and people are going to trust it. Like, I'm buying into it. I'm as enthusiastic and as passionate about this club as anyone, and I'm in. Like, I don't think we have anything to worry about under these new owners. We are all on the same page here. They are keen to see this new adventure for them succeed and keep these same ethos that we've had. So who knows what the next 12 months is going to bring.
You're sounding really excited for it. I mean, you can sense it. What's going to be the biggest challenge, Struan?
The level of hockey. Like, I think the boys are going to be hurt. Like, we're going to play physical, fast hockey, which is good. We'll love it. Nobody's complaining about that. But it's going to be, how well do you recover? How well do you maintain? Which we can do. We've played good level hockey for years, not just national level, but boys throughout the career, wherever they came from, they come here because they can play hockey. So there's no worry about that. It's just that'll probably be the biggest thing. Obviously, that it's a more intense season, and the level's higher. So,
Going to be any change to the pre-season routines, or is it just going to be the same as prep for NHL 1?
I think they have a bit more of a structured pre-season. Typically, from what I remember last year in the National League, they have. I think this maybe starts a couple of weeks later than the North League does, but they play proper pre-season games. So I imagine we'll be going down the same route. But our pre-seasons, they're intense anyway. Boys are going to have to come in probably in better shape, myself included. I've been at the gym for the first time in God knows how many years, just trying to get my body at this point that when I do start playing these games, I can recover, and it's been able to play the games and then be ready to go again the next night. So I don't know if I've changed too much. Boys know that when they come here, the standards that are expected of them, so those standards are still going to be expected. Boys still know that if you're coming here, you're coming here not for a free ride. You're coming here to participate and compete.
Brilliant, brilliant. It's great to hear. I know you also mentioned fans and fan engagement early on there. And it's kind of what I've said to most people when I've interviewed them. Any message for the fans from you as club captain?
Thank you. Do you know what, like, where the club's come from and the community we've built in the last 5-10 years, like, to think when I started my junior career and where we were at, to where it's at now, coming in and seeing the buzz about this place, not just from the players, but from all the fans. Thank you. Thank you for coming and trying that one night. Thank you for coming and giving it a shot, because you're back, you keep coming. And thank you for being part of the family and the community we try to build here. Because like we said, that's inevitably what we are all about. We're all about the one big hockey family. And I'm just glad that we've now got a chance to take this little town in Scotland and its hockey family and take it onto a bigger stage and showing the rest of them what we're capable of.
That's absolutely fantastic. I'm sure the fans will be delighted to hear that, because, you know, fans follow the club all over the country, spend thousands of pounds following the club, and to be recognised and thanked by yourself, that means something. So thanks on behalf of the fans for saying thanks. Just a couple more questions, Struan. What about any personal goals you've got this season? I mean, I'm not expecting you to do 3 coast-to-coast goals in the one game like you did against Sheffield, but you know, I'm not saying you're not going to do
that. No, my role in this team is not going to be anything like that. My role is going to be very much nothing against. If I can contribute anything offensively, absolutely. Like, but this is just what the game is now. It's knowing your role and knowing knowing where you are in your career, I guess. I know I'm coming towards the last 9 as such, but I don't have any personal goals. I don't think. It's just to be here every game and every training session that I can, and to give what I can. Be a part of the team, be a part of this journey, and not just be here because of who I am, but be here because I can play.
Because you're contributing. Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, so I don't think I have anything personal that I'm looking to achieve. I'm not looking for 500 or any more points as such. I'm just looking to be a part of the team every home game, every away game, and every training session. I want to be there where somebody that the coaching staff can look down, feel confident enough to let me go out there and do what I can and play competitive hockey, play some good minutes in a good league. So,
brilliant. What are you looking forward to most?
You know, I don't know. Probably these double headers away. Like I said earlier, like, they're great. Some of them are going to be a wee bit further this time, so I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to the bus rides. They're going to suck, I'm sure. Yeah. But getting away, we're obviously going to do a couple on the road where we're staying over. They're the great weekends. And I've seen some of these rinks on highlight videos, and some of these fans that come out and pack their rinks, like, they're good rinks to play at. That's exciting. That's where you want to be playing hockey, in front of these fans, in front of hostile environments, and being the new kids on the block. Yeah, we're gonna do what we can to rise to that challenge, and we're gonna be competitive, and we're not going away quietly.
No, well, you know, there's going to be a few saltires at every rink, that's for sure. And we wish you all the best. And we just want to say thank you so much for spending time with me this afternoon, and we message to the fans. Struan Tonnar, thank you very much.